There's a bit of anxiety. I have worked with artists in the past where collaborative engagement sometimes just doesn't work.
This is one of my first collaborations, real collaborations.
Una cultura ártico y una cultura amazónico viene choque un poco.
My name is Gerald McMaster. I am Plains Cree and a member of the Siksika Nation of Alberta. I am the curator, the lead curator of the Arctic Amazon Project.
Gerald wanted to bring together Indigenous ideas around environment, around climate change, and around ways of living in areas that are extremely at risk of climate change impacts. I thought it was a fantastic idea. I thought it might be a great project for us to be part of.
He came to me with an idea of this mural. He said, we'll raise the funds, you get the artists together, which we both did.
It's not that easy to have artists collaborate in the first place, but particularly if they speak different languages.
But we did it. And it began through song.
Pota, pota, bainke, pota, pota,
The Peruvians, led by Olinda and her family, are singers, and so quite often they're inspired by the song to create these images.
El canto para nosotros es muy importante porque eso es lo que nos enseñó nuestros ancestros.
I knew that her process was a lot about singing and her images come from singing, but it was beautiful. It was so beautiful. And then I shared some of my songs and some of my throat singing.
They were enthralled by this, as was I. You know, the hairs on your back and your arms just kind of stood up as you listened to Nia kind of doing a demo for us, and it was quite powerful. So I think it was that kind of connection to me that was so engaging that began that process.
It was magical, and then the way they just so freely start designing these patterns without even thinking.
Bueno, como nosotros primero llegamos, entonces nosotros pensaba que iba a ser, me pertenecía todo el borde, pero al llegar Nia no fue diferente, no, ya ella quería mezclar el arte con el arte amazónico, con el arte shipibo. Me costó entender por falta de comunicación.
I can do it like this, like mixed, to make it like galaxy, river, cielo. You know, do you like that idea? Yeah, cool.
What I did was I observed a lot in the beginning, allowing them to do their designs and their ideas, sitting back and kind of meditating and taking my time. A lot of people were panicking because I wasn't painting for a few days.
No, me dolió la cabeza para entender, ¿no? Pero de poco a poco fue ya conectando, entendiendo.
I think it speaks to two people getting to know each other until we realize we have very similar values, traditions, or designs, and then getting to know each other, we said, oh, this can fit really well together.
Solamente la diferencia es vestimenta o el idioma. Fue complicado solamente en parte de conversación, por lo que yo no sé inglés.
sketching was a way for us to communicate without words.
¿Cómo dice? Mesa. Mesa. No, es marker. Eso es acrílico también. Niña, vas.
I'll show you what I see in my head, and I'd like to explain it to you, but I don't have the words for it.
Ese que es plano.
Ese diseños que significan los plantas, it's a hunting tool. In the middle, something like something circular that we both make, and then you can start. You can add to it.
As I was drawing, she was saying, yes, I agree. And then I add, and then you add, and then I add, and then we built like the centerpiece together. And then once it was time to paint it, we did it through feeling.
Over the past several days now, just watching them, you saw the process of a kind of an integrated mural happening where you have this kind of overlay, you know. I think that to me was the critical element of the whole project, which is about the networks of global indigeneity.
In terms of designs and in terms of values and traditions and beliefs, it was very similar. All in respect of Mother Nature, all in respect of the environment, and our designs kind of by themselves spoke of that.
Para mí es importante hacer conocer nuestro diseño, nuestra energía de las plantas medicinales. El ayahuasca es planta de la madre, de todas las plantas, el más poderoso. Estos son los peces.
Those are fish.
Like the designs that Olinda came up with, she says, oh, these represent fish, the waves, and these represent this. And I said, oh, this represents ice, and this represents the hunting tools that we have, and this represents the tattoos. And so it's very much a landscape piece.
It probably goes back to those notions of an indigenous ontologies, you know, how do they connect together? How does the North-South connect? How does Arctic Amazon connect them? And that's probably a good place to begin and for a visitor to think about that.
And I would ask people like to kind of try to see who's who. And yeah, I think they're gonna find it very difficult because we're very much the same.
We're filling a wall, the blank canvas of Toronto Metropolitan University. It'll be filled, you know, instantaneously. It'll be there with a new name, Toronto Metropolitan University. Like the Amazonians will probably say, it's like the anaconda, which is the serpent in their culture. It's like losing their skin, being born into something new. And I think that Toronto Metropolitan University has shed that skin, is now being born into something new. And I think that mural will provide that backdrop to that newness that they'll see in their future.
So what I hope is that people see the mural, that they're drawn to it, and that it raises questions in their mind. What is this? And where did this come from? And who made this? And what does it mean? And start to think differently about the environment that they're in, and start to understand better their own place in the community that they're part of at the university.
Espero que la gente disfrute de nuestro arte, ¿no? Unidos siempre, porque todos somos iguales. Ya, unidos.
Unidos.
Toronto, Toronto, Shipibu, Raka, Neno Manga, Neno Manga, Shawuya no mabo, Shawuya no mabo, Mato ijon wano, Neska shamaki, Neska shamaki, Buwabu washamaki. Rarusha bashirana, Rarusha shamachinana. No wakaya ibano, wewa shamani, wewa shamani. Neska shamani, neska shamani. No wakaya ibano. Mato huevo chancata. Oso huevo, escanes cachamani, raro